I want to know, now you're a free market guy, you're a libertarian guy. Okay, that's good. Now, what do you make then of the president saying to the automakers and to any other manufacturers, you make your stuff over there and you bring it back here, and I'm going to stick you with a whopping great border tax. What does a man like you think of that?
Start out by saying that I love the president. I am happy he is in office. I'm ecstatic at some of the things that he's done already, one of which was utterly revolutionary, and we discussed it yesterday, where he told government workers to favor individuals over the government.
Come on, border tax.
But if you want to sell me something and I want to buy it, it's none of the government's business interfering.
So you don't agree with any kind of...
That's my basic belief. That's the Constitution's basic premise on matters of economics.
So a border tariff, a border tax is unconstitutional?
No, it is constitutional, but it is immoral. It is immoral for the government to interfere with consensual free trade. But does it have the authority to under the Constitution? It has the express authority to do so. Congress, not the president.
In all other respects, you think what Mr. Trump has done so far is just fine and dandy, but the border tax is an affront to our morality.
Well, he can't impose a border tax on his own, but he is threatening to do so by asking Congress to impose the border tax. If Congress votes the tax and he signs it into law, it is valid, lawful, and constitutional, but it interferes with the free market. It will make things more costly, and it also punishes managers of money from doing what is best for those who have given the money to manage.
But it might also encourage the employment of Americans in America
and
raise
prices. I mean, whenever the government...
How do you know that?
Well, if it would cost less money to build cars in Mexico, why would they build them in the U.S.?
Because they've got productive facilities which are more productive and create better products at a lower price, given American labor, American factories, and American technology, and American energy.
Yeah, but I can't imagine that a person, let's say you were the chair of General Motors. Why would you want to build a product in America if you could build a better one cheaper outside of America?
Because I owe the American taxpayer at General Motors, I owe the American taxpayer $12 billion. And I want to get on the right side of our new president. So I'm working in the interests of General Motors by bringing those jobs back to the United States of America.
Sound more like a politician to me.
Me?
Yes.
Moi?
Well, the argument that you're making, my argument is a lot less complex. I want to buy, you want to sell. The government gets involved, it makes it more costly.
But the same thing could be said of very tough fuel standards, right? I want to buy a car that doesn't have any emission standards whatsoever, but I'm not allowed to do that because the law of the land is that we're protecting consumers by putting in these very tough fuel standards.
I don't know what that has to do with where General Motors builds its plants.
But I'm just saying, the same issue. There is no freedom of commerce between individuals, between companies in this country. There are all kinds of regulations which, by your standards, are all immoral.
Yes.
We should vote on that.
Yes, because the only truly moral commercial transactions are those that are voluntary, and no one obeys the government voluntarily. They do so for fear of the consequences of not obeying.
I think it's time I